What is going on? Mr. Crazy1870 with the full review of the Pebble Smartwatch. So the Pebble is compatible with Android and iOS, and out of the box, when you first fire up the Pebble, it's going to tell you that you need to install the Pebble app on your iOS or Android device. In this case, we're looking at the iOS. So once you have downloaded the app, open it up, make sure that your Bluetooth is on your phone, then hit the tab to connect. It's going to ask you to select an accessory. So you're going to select the Pebble and it should pull up on your Pebble. So all you do now is select yes via the side select button, then hit connect on your phone and you're pretty much all set. Alright, so looking at the main menu of the watch, it's pretty straightforward. Now the center button will bring up the menu. First we have music. Now this lets you control music from either your library or a music service like Spotify. So you have play, pause, track forward and backward. It also displays music info on the display. Now I really found this feature really helpful, especially at work where it made it easy for me to change tracks without me pulling out my phone. So next we have notifications. Now this is where you can find all your notifications. It can be Twitter, it can be Facebook, Instagram. Now you're also able to receive text messages right on the Pebble, which can only be read. Same with phone calls, you can accept or reject. Now for me, this is super useful. Now I work full time and I'm really not allowed to use my phone at work. So when I do get a message or a phone call during work hours, at least I know who is calling and I can also read their messages. In case it's an emergency, then I'll respond ASAP. And if not, then I could go ahead and get back to them as soon as I go on break or on my lunch. All right, next up is alarms, which is another useful feature for me because I hardly ever hear my alarm, especially when I'm super tired. So when the alarm goes off, it's gonna go ahead and vibrate, so it will definitely wake your ass up. It definitely wakes my ass up. Now there's also settings where you have the option to turn off notifications and adjust the font size, set the date and time. There's also a couple display settings. Now you could turn on backlight, which comes in handy at night. You can also turn on motion, where the display turns on whenever there is some motion. Now this comes in handy at night and when you're driving. And I also want to touch bases on watch faces, which I have a couple favorite ones. Well, not really. Now my only favorite one is called Revolution, which displays some big ass numbers with a date, day and seconds. Next one is Dots, which displays a dotted background, which this one's alright. And I also have a text watch that displays the time in text, which is also alright. Now luckily there's a ton of watch faces that you are able to download in the Pebble App Store. Now you can choose from most loved, Pebble Picks, and also browse through every single one of them. Now you also have the option to download games to the Pebble, which I will admit I hardly ever played any available games on the Pebble. And here we have a demo of Tetris, which works well. And I guess you can play it if you're really bored of all of your games on your iPhone. Now the Pebble is also waterproof, so you're able to swim, run in the rain, or even shower with the Pebble if you wish to do so. Now battery life was also really good. I think I got about 6 days on a single charge, which is really enough for me. So that's the Pebble Smartwatch. It's available for about $138 to $150 depending on the color. I will also be stacking this up against the Pebble Steel, so make sure to be on the lookout for that video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Crazy1870. Check out the site lunitech.com, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.